All right, what is going on, everybody? It's me and Ilya here. Ilya Kobe work together from the Kobe Real Estate team. Ilya, how you doing?
Hello, everyone. We are doing really great. We are getting towards the end of the year 2022, and we are very, very excited about 2023 in real estate. And we see some great, great opportunities out there.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the year, like we know, right, Ilya? At the end of the year, you can grab some great deals if you're serious, right? So,
Yeah, based on my long time experience, at the end of the year or this time of the year, it's one of the best times to buy real estate because a lot of people think that during holiday season nobody's buying, so many buyers they lose interest.
right,
So for the buyers, that's the main benefit because if you are a buyer out there and you go to the real estate market to buy something, your competition is not the seller.
exactly,
The competition are the other buyers.
right,
So if less buyers are out there, then you are in a better position when you are competing towards the other buyers in the real estate market. The less demand from the other buyers, it gives you as a buyer more advantage to compete because if I am a seller and then I have, let's say, 10 or 20 buyers coming through the doors,
right.
then I see that it's a high demand for my property. But when I see that there are only two or three or four or five buyers coming through the door, it tells me that there's no demand out there.
Let me ask you a few questions here. So, what would you say to like somebody that's new into the market, right? And they're kind of scared because they listen to the mainstream media and they listen to all these people creating scarcity. What would you say to them if they're in the market for buying a house right now?
The media, it's like any other products out there. So in order for them to make like to get more views, when they put out there like a bad news, definitely they're gonna get more people listening to that news because we know that if you put a bad news out there, more people they're gonna pay attention to what somebody is telling about the real estate market.
Right.
And to tell the truth, there's been some not disadvantage, but we know that buyers, they got a hit this year in terms of the interest rate moved up, so
Right.
that's a reality.
Mhm.
But at the same time, based on our experience, when something like that happens, when the market changes and it creates fear among the buyers out there or the sellers,
Right.
at the same time we know that it does create opportunity as well.
Right.
So the smart buyer or the smart seller has to look not at that news or the bad news that we listening to the real estate market.
Right.
They have to look at what's the opportunity now. And
Right.
we know that every market brings its own opportunities. So the opportunities for, let's say, for a buyer, if we're talking about buyers, is that they have seen some benefits. The buyers that are coming now on the market, they've seen benefits compared to the buyers that were in the spring. And what's their
Right.
benefits? There are three benefits that we see right now. Number one benefit is that you don't have to pay 10% over the asking price to
Right.
secure a property. The second main benefit is that you don't have to waive the home inspections anymore. So the buyers are coming with it, doing the home inspection, and also that home inspection creates opportunity for further negotiation if you find some defects on the property.
Right.
And the third benefit is that you don't have to waive the appraisal contingency that some of the buyers in the spring were trying to do. So again, so these are benefits. So this is
Right.
the opportunity right now for the
Right.
buyers. I know
Right.
that you might pay little higher interest rate, which
Right.
might be temporary because you always can refinance in the future. But you and me, Alex, we have seen that some of our buyers were able to get one of the best rates on the market.
Right.
So we remember we were able to help three or four our buyers that
Right.
they could get a 3.75 interest rate Hey, Michael, congratulations on closing the day.
Thank you, thank you.
That's great news, man. So what kind of interest rate did you get here, man?
3.75%.
No way.
Yes.
You see, guys, if you work with the right people, you get the right deal,
Here,
right?
guys,
Definitely.
3.75.
That's right.
And won $100 on a scratch ticket.
That's right.
In
That's a
today's
gift.
market, when
Right.
other people are paying 7% or
That's right.
7%,
That's
6% interest rate.
That's right. And yeah, like, I mean, financing is only one part of the whole situation. Yes, I mean, it changes and it fluctuates. And, you know, like, you see all these people, right? In the beginning, they do the 30-year fix. Now they try to move towards the arms, right? But that's the benefit of the financing. You have more options, right? But locking in a great price, that's the most important thing you can do. And you're going to be living there. If you like the area, if you like the schools in the area, if you like the neighborhood, it's so much better than just thinking about the financing aspect of things, right? Don't you agree with that?
Yeah, of course. You know, buying a home, like if you are a buyer and you're buying a home for yourself, but there are many other benefits that they come with a home ownership.
Exactly.
You know, home ownership is one of the American dreams, you know, and has been for years. So, I mean, there are other benefits. You know, one benefit is that, let's say you have your own home. You know, you live.
Right.
I mean, you can. It's an enjoyment. You know, when you have your own home, you can do anything with it. Let's
Right.
say you can paint any color you want. You
Right.
know, let's say if you are a renter, I mean, there are restrictions on a lease that you
Right.
cannot paint
Right.
with the color that you want. Let's say you have a boy and a girl. I've seen cases when the girl, when she wants the room to be pink color, but
Right.
if you are a tenant or a
Right.
renter, you cannot you cannot do anything.
You can only do so
And
much, right? Exactly.
you cannot change the colors.
Right.
The other thing is that you choose the location. You know, you can choose.
Exactly.
Let's say when you buy a home, you say, I want to live in that part of the town, or I want to live, I mean, near the public transportation. So you choose the location where to live.
Right.
And
Right.
the other
Right.
thing is that you don't have the landlord like coming to you, and let's say at the end of the month might say, or at the end of the lease they might tell you that, hey, we're going to go up 10% on the rent. They
Right.
can increase the rent.
Exactly.
When you have a mortgage, you lock to that payment for 30 years,
Right.
and you are the only one to change that payment.
It's so important that, I mean, people understand that you're already paying a mortgage, right? Just you better get your name on the mortgage statement, not your landlord's, right? That's the whole idea here. That, you know, you're already paying somebody else's mortgage because the person that owns the place is an investor and you're paying his mortgage instead of yours. That's why we should try and get people to
Yeah,
get
and
their
the
own
other
home.
thing is that let's say the mortgage, the rental payment is 100% expense.
Exactly.
So it's when you will see a mortgage payment, that's not 100% expense. Actually, 25% of that payment goes towards principal. Let's say
Right.
if you were, I mean, we have seen that, let's say if you buy a property at maybe $9 to $1 million, and then you put down 20%, maybe close to $900 a month, they're going to go towards the principal, roughly,
Right.
you know. So that is, and not only that, but at the end of the year, um, as we say, the government will pay you part of that mortgage, because when you file your taxes, like the mortgage is 100% deductible, you know, to while the rental, I don't think that it's 100% deductible. So,
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
then,
tax
by the
return.
way, that's the thing, right? I mean, me and you know, came to this country, you know, like, and we tried to learn. But when, I mean, you came here way earlier than me, but we realized that, you know, there is so much help because they want you to own a home, right? I mean, back home is pretty much impossible. And if you're an immigrant, you know, in this country, it's hard. But here, they want you to own a home. They make it easier for you as long as you stack your cards right. And then, you know, there is a lot of things you have to consider, like credit scores, and, you know, but they want you to own a home. It's not too hard, right?
No, I mean, if you know how to do it and if you have the right people on your side, I mean, and if
Exactly.
you're working with the right realtor, we have seen buyers that they I mean, they've been surprised for things that don't know, and for things that they will learn when they work with a real estate professional, because we're
Exactly.
doing this every day.
Right.
And definitely it's easier here to buy a home, because here you don't have to pay cash for
Right.
the whole property.
Right.
I mean, you are leveraging the money of the lender, of
Right.
the lending institution, of the
Right.
bank. So you're gonna put a minimum down payment a day. It's about, I mean, the average would be 5% for someone who is buying a home,
Right.
but there are programs out there that you can even put 3.5%. And
Exactly.
if you are a veteran, I mean, there are programs for veterans that they are with 0% financing.
Right.
So there are huge benefits of and ways that you can leverage someone's funds to
Right.
buy the property. So you don't
Right.
have to come with your own money.
Right. And I mean, like one thing I found out, and I mean, you can agree with that, is what is the first step? Many people, they will tell you the first step is get your credit score right, or get a good income. Honestly, the first step is to find the right person to give you good advice, because good advice is priceless and will save you so much time. But if you don't have somebody to advise you on how to do it right, then it's like you're trying to figure it out. You research, and like we said, the media, confuses everybody. So get your professional, somebody that you trust, to be in your corner and guide you through this. And when you're ready, you can buy the house, but do it right, so you can do it in the efficient manner as far as time goes, right?
Anything you do today, even if you have, let's say you have a leak in your home,
Mhm.
the person that you're gonna, if you wanna ask to come and fix it, will be the professional, will be a plumber, which
Exactly.
is, let's say that one might cost even, I don't know, $200,
Right.
But I can understand when people are making the biggest investment in their life, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Exactly.
without getting an advice from real estate professional.
That's
And
right.
the beauty of, let's say, if you are a buyer, is that you don't have to pay that real estate professional directly,
Right.
to get that advice.
Right.
And that is one of the benefits of buying a home, that you are not paying a real estate fee directly to the real estate agent. So the real
Exactly.
estate, that fee comes out of the seller proceeds.
Exactly.
So, but it's not only that, but advice can save you thousands of dollars, and
Exactly.
it can save you in many ways. For
Exactly.
example, real estate professionals, when we interview people, we see how their financial profile is,
Right.
and we know, for example, which lender has the right program
Right.
for that buyer, because you might be
Exactly.
a first-time buyer, you might be a move-up buyer,
Right.
you might be an investor. So there are different type of buyers,
Exactly.
So not
Exactly.
not not every lender has the same program for a specific buyer, but a
Right.
real estate professional who is on the field, has
Right.
worked with other buyers in the
Right.
past.
Right.
He knows that, hey, if you are a first-time buyer, these are the programs available for you.
Right.
If you are an
Right.
investor, this is where you can benefit. If you want to move up, or if you want to buy a more expensive home, then these are the
Exactly.
programs then that are available for you.
Right.
So definitely it's a huge benefit. And the first step to buying a home is meet with your real estate professional. Just have an interview,
Right.
and you'll be amazed how many things you'll learn from that
Exactly.
real estate professional.
This is beautiful, Leah. Thank you so much for all the value you provided. I'm gonna try to have you the channel frequently here, talking about real estate, because at the end of the day, like the only way to build wealth is like pretty much with a good investment, and real estate is one of the best, right? So
Yeah,
this is great.
one of my the things that my saying that I prefer is that real estate is not the best way, but it's the only way so you become wealthy.
That's right. That's right. And it's risk free, right? So very good. So thank you for the help, Ilya. Thank you for the
Thank you.
value
Thank you,
provided.
Alex, for inviting. Yeah.
Great pleasure. And you guys go follow him at Ilya Kobe on all the socials, especially Instagram and YouTube. And if you're in Massachusetts, feel free to search the Kobe Real Estate team to get some guidance during these markets, because everything is shifting, and from one day to the next, maybe you're a little bit out of touch, and we can help you for sure, right? So thank you so much, guys. We'll catch you soon. Keep investing your money to make it more and build wealth. Catch you soon.
Thank you.